What's up, you guys? Today we are up close and personal because we are using our calculator today. So you need to grab your calculator, a piece of paper, and a pencil just to write down some notes and write down these buttons for yourself to remember. So today we are going to change from standard form to scientific notation. So yesterday we did scientific notation to standard. Now we're flipping it and doing the opposite. So first thing you need to do is turn on your calculator, and just notice on your screen how it has the little DEG at the bottom. So now we are going to add something else on the bottom, which is Sci mode, which is scientific notation mode. So you're going to hit the second button and then the DRG button, which has Sci at the top of it to kind of give you a hint. You're going to scroll underneath Sci and hit enter. There we go. So it should say Sci at the bottom of your screen. Now, if you ever want to get out of Sci mode, you just hit on and clear at the same time. It'll clear your memory and then it'll take you out of Sci mode. So one more time, I'm going to show you second, DRG. You're going to scroll over underneath Sci, hit enter, and then it'll show you're in Sci mode at the bottom. So it's super simple today. All you're going to do is just type in numbers and hit enter, and it'll change it to scientific notation for you. So the first example we are going to do today is the number 273. So I'm going to write down that here on the board just so you can see the comparison of it in standard form and then when we get it on the calculator in scientific. So all you're going to do is type 273 in your calculator while you're in Sci mode, and then you're going to hit enter. Now it's just up to you to interpret how to read your calculator. So this says 2.73 times 10 to the second power. Now the times 10 is super teeny tiny and it gives you a 0 too, so you kind of have to interpret that yourself. So it is going to be 2.73 times 10 to the second power. And that's how it would look normally. So we started with 273, and 2.73 times 10 to the second power is 273 in scientific notation. So the next one, we're going to do another larger number. So let's try, oh yeah, and if you just hit clear, Sci stays there. Just don't clear your memory or else you have to keep changing it to Sci mode. So the next one we'll do is 79,700. So we have 79,700 in our calculator in Sci mode, and all we're going to do is press enter, and it changes it to scientific notation for you, and it says 7.97 times 10 to the fourth. So I'm going to write it here on the whiteboard so you can see how it's written normally. 7.97 times 10 to the fourth power. So it's just all up to you, kind of being smarter than your calculator, being able to interpret what it is saying. The next ones that we're going to do are going to be decimals, just so you can see how the negative exponent looks on your calculator. So we are going to do 0.00916. So you're going to type 0.00916 into your calculator. Here it is on mine. And then we're going to hit enter, and it gives you 9.16 times 10 to the negative third. So when you see that, you just need to be able to interpret how to write that normally and not with the 0.3, and it looks like this. So this is standard form, this is scientific notation, but they're both the same number, just in different notations. We're going to do one last one, another decimal version. We are going to do, sorry my chair is so loud, 0.0008331. So it will be 8.331 times 10 to the negative fourth. So that is what it looks like in scientific notation. So standard form, scientific notation. And that is it, you guys. So just make sure you remember how to change your calculator to SCI mode, and once you're ready to get out of it to do different assignments, hit on and clear at the same time, and it'll take you out of that SCI mode.